Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
Objects in motion, stay in motion. Long
And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Orlando Magic going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Magic. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And, of course, the 76ers, far behind in the standings.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's McCain in at the two-guard spot. And for Orlando, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the three, the small forward. Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides.
Changes. Black comes in for Wagner, and MP subbed in for Caldwell Pope. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre, he's checked in for Paul George. A minute 53 left in the first quarter. Here's Oubre. He's averaging more than 12 a game, a consistent threat on offense. Magic trail by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He had 57 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
1 minute left in the first. Here's Lowry. And it's in there. Lowry's got 7.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
From deep, MP. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. This one for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And these kinds of shots help Oubre get into a rhythm. Terrific work off the catch.
Magic trail by 5. MP outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Embiid drawing the double team. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
So he gets them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
MP looking around. And another 3 for Orlando.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Sixers ahead, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kelly Oubre, George out there with Eric Gordon. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's Grimes in at the 3. Oubre can't hit. Orlando leading. On the wing, MP, defended by Gordon. From deep, MP. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Banchero. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And that one drops. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. And here's MP from outside. Drummond grabs the miss. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to George, to the paint. And Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
From deep, MP. Oh, MP showing the big range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Down low. Here's Grimes. And he dunks it down.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's the three. And another three for Orlando.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And the 76ers call time here. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in. Making a switch here. MP's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George is checked in. 76ers trail by 9. Here's Yabusele to the wing on the left. Lowry, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Suggs with the bucket.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Here's Lowry. And no good. The dry spell continues. Orlando leading by 11. And Suggs the bucket on the assist by Carter. Suggs has got 9 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
For three, George nails it from 3. George has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Carter, the pass to MP. He shoots a 3. Oh, what a response from MP.
MP nailing the compact triple. You gotta love that guy's competitive spirit.
Now here's Embiid. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Orlando in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. So sorry. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the 76ers.
They're getting cooked from long distance. Defensively, they have to do a better job of closing out.
Yeah, especially these days. It's not enough to protect the paint. Got to patrol the ARC as well.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, B.A.
Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And so here is Orlando, a 21-point lead, the biggest of the game. And here's MP from outside. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Lowry, the pass to Embiid. Up and over Carter. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Lowry against MP. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Philadelphia. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Lowry. Here's Yabusele. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Grimes comes in for Lowry. MP outside. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Oubre. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go to the middle. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Oubre's got 7.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
Back to Wagner. Pass to MP. 1:06 left in the third. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Wide open. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's MP. Tight defense on him. The baseline J is off the mark.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Inside, pass to McCain. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Wagner. And here's Suggs. To the inside. And Carter gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 4 assists in the game. Pass to McCain. Fires the 3. The shot no good. And so it's Orlando up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Eric Gordon. Andre Drummond is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the jam by Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Nice little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. MP's got 32 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here's Council. Pass to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
MP against Gordon. And here's MP from outside. Buries it from 3. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hey, everybody's got a 3-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Gordon. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. On the wing, MP. Defended by Gordon. And here's MP from outside. And another 3 for Orlando.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Gordon can't hit. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. To the wing, right side. Black passes to MP. Oh, from deep. Yet another bucket.
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Counsel, no good.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And Carroll passes to MP. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Bill?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Pass to Counsel. Down low. Here's Drummond. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Drummond's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Magic.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Here's George. Lowry outside. Out to the right wing. Screen by Embiid. Lowry outside. 6 to shoot. Drains the triple.
A little role reversal here for Lowry. Typically, Kyle is the one setting others up.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lowry against MP. Good! That's another bucket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Here's Lowry. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lowry outside. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everyone.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Way to bring home that W. These cheeseheads are something else. Let's quiet them down.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for Brook Lopez.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not.
Changes here for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton is checked in for Prince, and it's Jackson in for Green. Orlando also making some changes. Wagner comes in for Banchero, and MP subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And Brent, the Bucks last season bowing out in the first round. And the injuries they sustained sure didn't help.
Well, there's just so much, Kevin, that is on the shoulders of Giannis. So to see him go down, with that, the hopes of a Milwaukee title run. It's a reoccurring theme that we talk about every year. You got to be healthy in the playoffs, and these guys have just had players that they rely upon not be ready.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
And here's MP for 3. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Bucks trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Porter, no luck.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Fires from deep. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lets it go from 14. Back to Antetokounmpo with the drive. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
MP against Porter. MP, no good. Porter looking it over. Over Suggs. And so it's Orlando headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Cole Anthony, Mo Wagner out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Black. And it's MP in at the point guard position. Ray, if you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Anthony dishes to MP. From beyond the arc. Bring it up for MP. A 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
It's Jackson with the drive, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Connaughton. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Connaughton's got his first 2 points. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the 76ers.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last time out against the 76ers was a revelation. He had 56 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
On the wing, MP. Pass to Banchero. Now, MP. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 15.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new... This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And the physicality that Bobby Portis brings to the game is something that his teammates really get behind. It makes him such an effective player out there, impacting the attitude of so many.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Lopez, he's checked in for Green. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Minnesota. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for the Magic, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Porter outside. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the basket by MP.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Porter, no luck.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Antetokounmpo against Wagner. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one drops. Wagner's got 6.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Wagner passes to MP. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 24 points.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
MP getting it done for the Magic. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We'll return shortly.
And we welcome you to halftime. First order of business, time to take stock of the All-Star voting.
Well, at the start of the voting, the leaders are the guys that everyone already knows. As you go along, usually new guys enter the mix.
Every year it's a compelling story. Those guys who weren't expected to make an All-Star impact doing just that. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Bucks.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan? I mean, what are they trying to accomplish out there?
If it's getting an earful from the coach, I'd say mission accomplished. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too... Checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Orlando has possession. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 20. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Kevin Porter is out there with Green, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
How about Taurean Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
And Brent, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point evolution and revolution that's happened, it speaks to just how dominant a player he is.
Outside, Porter trying his luck from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Banchero, and the 3 ball is good. Banchero's got 12 points in the game.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
And a wide open look for Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
MP against Porter. Shoots from the line. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
How about the effort by Carter? Always lurking there on the offensive glass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Milwaukee foul. Kevin Porter Jr.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Jackson in for Porter.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. A 3 from MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 29.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Jackson. Takes it inside. And Jackson throws it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Orlando Magic rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Black. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then it's Anthony, and it's MP in at the point. Tries from 10. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Jackson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bucks. Magic shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. MP outside. The three. And he's good on the three ball. MP's got 11 in the second half.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Portis against Isaac. Pass to Black. The three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Jackson passes to Livingston. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands. Which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
MP, no good. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's Isaac. T right on him. Here's MP. Misses off the left iron.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
To the middle, Isaac with the steal. Here's MP, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's 37 points for MP.
Well, MP knows when he gets the ball that close, he's got to attack.
Jackson passes to Livingston. Pass to Portis. Down low. Here's Sims. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And that one falls for Sims. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for Sims. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's MP for 3. Drills it from outside. MP's got 40 points.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. And a change for the Magic. Harris is checked in for Anthony. Porter passes to Lopez. Back to Porter. 3-pointer on the way. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris outside. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. 5 to shoot. MP, that's for 2. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
The 3 from MP. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Black. Back to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's MP. Ice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
3rd team foul. In for the Magic,
Milwaukee with the ball.
Cole Anthony.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
Great win tonight, MP.
Good night.
Good win. Let's keep it going. These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them.
Fans live for games like this one.
And there is a very engaging atmosphere of fans getting ramped up outside the arena. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. And as teams are grinding through their schedules, let's see how it's going out east. You look at Orlando, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, there's the Celtics, only a few spots below.
And looking at Orlando, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season.
You're just reacting in real time to how the game unfolds. Minutes are always a concern when it's a back-to-back situation. Well, let's say we get down the stretch and this is a possession ball game. Usually you're going to choose, I'm going to put my best players on the floor and try to win the game right in front of me.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Shireman. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic leading by 4. MP outside. He tries for three. He drops it from range.
Well, the ability to spread the floor is such a valuable skill in the league. And MP, yes, sir.
To the middle. Here's Shireman. And it's blocked by Isaac. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wagner. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know I can get off my feet too.
Brown scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shireman. Sends it home from three-point land. Now here's Wagner. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Orlando ahead, up 6. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Wagner. MP is out there with Cole Anthony. Then there's Banchero, and it's Black in at the 3 slot. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He dropped 48 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
MP with it. Picked up by Tatum. From deep, MP. Boston pulls it in. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Walsh. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Porzingis. To the paint. All alone. And Holiday finishes.
Yeah, because of his frame, Holiday can do some of his best work on the interior.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
The shot's good.
That is off the bounce. Holiday hits the brakes and the shot.
Holiday against MP. A deep 3. From deep, MP sinks it.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Celtics trail by 13. Tatum passes to Horford. Inside. The shot by Holiday, no good. Orlando has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Black passes to Suggs. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
How about an update on Luke Cornett? What's the latest, Allie?
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. While not severe, this is still a serious diagnosis that usually keeps guys off the court for a short period. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Graham.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Some changes from... Getting it done for the Magic, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Now, these are different from the standings, as they also factor in a team's momentum at present. Shaq, you know something about momentum.
Who, me?
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Magic. Glad you could join us.
Just about ready. He's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Boston calls timeout.
Celtics Entertainment.
Tatum against Banchero, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on MP.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
That one's no good. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. From deep, MP. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Holiday finds Brown. And here's Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
MP shot is off.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
From deep. Again, MP missing. Boston's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the 3rd. The shots just aren't falling. Holiday from long range. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From deep, MP. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Oh, man, cashing in from the corner. Now, you gotta love seeing MP making use of the shortest 3 in the game.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go so far in the 3rd quarter. Count it, good.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Poke loose. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 20 points.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Outside Holiday, looking to end the run. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Hey, from beyond the arc. MP shot is off. Left side, Holiday. Banked it in off the glass. Holiday's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, we think of Drew as a defender, but tonight they've turned to Holiday's offense, and he has delivered.
From deep, MP connects from downtown.
3 points.
And so it's the Orlando Magic building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
B.A., I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. Cole Anthony out there with MP. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Black in at the 3, the small forward. Down low. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
On the wing, MP. Fires for 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Up top, Tatum fires from the line, and it's Boston scoring again.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
MP right side. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Now here's Tatum, guarded closely.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. MP outside. Chalk up 2 there. MP's got 34.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. There's Tatum with the 3. Orlando with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
From deep, MP. Horford pulls it in. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by Black.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's MP from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 37.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown.
The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, by most standards, Drew Holiday is very selective with his three-point shooting, but boy, he can knock it down.
Here's MP. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now. White, the pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
MP looking around. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Magic.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year. Hits yet again! Wow!
and no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for 4th on the single-season 40-point game list. 51 seconds left in the 4th. Gets the 3 to fall. MP's got 43 points.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
From 11 feet away. Good work defensively by White.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porzingis misses. Orlando with the ball. Pass to Black. On the wing, MP. Shoots from the elbow. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle.
Good game, MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Another day, another win. Good work. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Nuggets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, I think for the Magic, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Both on the floor at the 3 and 5, it's the Wagner brothers, Franz and Mo. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Banchero in at the 4 slot. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. We are right in the middle part. for Toronto. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Anthony Black's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And MP subbed in for Suggs. Black the pass to Isaac. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Black. MP up top. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
Well, you got to get out on the young man, or else MP will just rack him up.
Here's Collins. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Walter. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 8. Back to MP. Shoots a three. Walter pulls it in. Last outing for Toronto. They won that game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Inside, here's Collins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. And so Collins nails both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Anthony's showing good vision there.